Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, April 2nd, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. Our energy mantra for today is I am expansive awareness. And today we are building and feeling the intensity grow of that full moon lunar eclipse happening on Saturday. And I always think, as we build to full moons, usually the intensity, like so much more I feel like than new moons, the intensity builds. And I just think because it's the moon having the courage to come out and show herself for who she is. And I think like sometimes I'm gonna say it just for me, take it if it's yours too. Feel the crazy. I feel the crazy building in me. And I think it's the part of me that wants me to embrace every part of myself. The parts that I like and the parts that I like to stuff away. And so it's time to show yourself for who you are. And it doesn't mean act out, lash out, or truly be crazy, but to embrace all parts of yourself and understand why they are there. Understand what their part in your fullness, in your own full moon glory that they are. And helping us with that today, we have the moon in Virgo, tuning us into our body. And this is where the crazy resides. And it's connecting to Venus in Taurus, connecting us to our worth, connecting us to earthly energy. Venus in Taurus really does connect us into the earth and our talents. As I was looking at this, it's at 19 degrees, which is a 2. 1 plus 9, actually 10, it's not a 2. What am I saying? It's a 2 tomorrow. It's a 10 today. So that really takes us even more into that earth energy and our purpose on this planet. Our purpose isn't to not smush those parts that we judge as crazy, but to let them fly. And some of the most talented, amazing people that I know have been judged as crazy by some. And so it's time to put those judgments aside, and it's time to embrace everybody in the fullness that they are. And we start with ourselves. This full moon in Libra eclipse is reminding us to come back into ourselves. So part of this energy with the moon trine Venus in Taurus is recognizing yourself and also recognizing I'm not my crazy. That's a part of a part of what comes in the package. It's like I am not my body, but this body, this physical body, it's my vehicle. It's very important to me. I liken my body. This might be interesting. It's kind of going on a tangent, but I'm trusting it. I liken my body to like an animal or a pet or a child, and I like to treat it the way I would treat a loved pet or a loved child. So it's time to separate yourself from that and recognize that you are this awareness. And these other things, they're kind of just part of the puzzle of figuring out what is it that we're doing here. So with that, with all this crazy that's coming up, we have Mercury newly in Aries trining Saturn in Sagittarius, which is retrograde. And Mercury, is our mind, and Saturn in Sagittarius is taking us into our beliefs and philosophies. And, this goes along, I think, so well with the judgment of the crazy. Change your thoughts and change your life. What if you stop judging those things that you think are a little bit weird and stop saying, oh, those are crazy, and accept them and see, like, again, what is this doing for me? How is this helping me? Because I might be the Sagittarius in me, but I do truly believe that everything is ultimately helping us realize our fullness. It's all about the fullness. We're all going to be gigantic moons by the end of this week. So anyways, it's time to shift those thoughts. This is at 4 degrees. So we know that 4 degrees is that revolution, evolution degree that's helping us shift. So we're helping shift our mind patterns around who we are, our I am energy. But also be aware, you may find yourself lashing out. You may find yourself judging. And if you do, look into that and see, whoa, where is this hitting a button for me? Where can I shift this within myself? Because that's where real power is made. And I want to remind you, too, that we can never really judge somebody unless we've walked a mile in their shoes. And I really think a mile is not enough. Unless we've walked like 100 miles in their shoe, we never really know enough to say that we know. Finally, helping us open our hearts, expands all this. We have the sun, which is at 12 degrees today, in the morning at least, trining Jupiter in Leo. So we're expanding into ourselves. We're expanding into our I am vibration. We're bringing love to those parts of our I am vibration that we've been like, I am not that. Well, maybe you are, and maybe that's okay. And part of this part of this full moon energy is embracing it and loving as it is part of yourself. And it doesn't mean that it can't change, it can't transform, but it's time to embrace it, because as long as you're shoving it away, it can't transform and it can't help you move forward into your highest and fullest potential. I do want to mention that two interesting asteroids are actually at 29 degrees. So we know that's the tested degree. Pallas is at 29 degrees in Sagittarius. And I think this goes in along with the judgment. Pallas is like, she is fighting the patriarchy. She wants no more of that. She wants to rise. Again, she wants the feminine to rise. She's working with Lilith, being like, yeah, come on, wild feminine. Let's empower ourselves. 29 degrees. Recognize that the feminine is not held down by the masculine, that there's still place for both of those energies. So don't find yourself judging that masculine energy in yourself or in anybody else. It's just kind of these rules, this structure that's been put into place that's shifting and changing. And then Ceres is at 29 degrees in Capricorn. That's our inner mother. So it's time to make sure that we're being present for ourselves. And again, loving yourself, loving your body, loving all your I am vibration, the way a loving mother, you would want your loving mother to do it. So have the courage to be the fullness that you are and receive all that you are. Embrace all that you are. That's it for today. Have a beautiful Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.